What's up, everyone? D-Crack here, about to react to another video for you guys. And I was literally about 10 minutes ago just laying in bed, just kind of relaxing. You know, I wasn't planning on doing another video tonight. It's literally 11:07 p.m. at night. As you can see, my room's completely dark. It's dark outside. I got a notification on my phone, and it said a brand new Mr. Nightmare video just dropped. It said 3 allegedly true scary vacation / trip horror stories. And you know, I've kind of learned that you guys really like the Mr. Nightmare horror scary type stories. So I thought, you know, I'm probably really fucking up doing it at almost 12 o'clock at night before I go to bed, but I thought, what better time to do it at late at night when it's even a little more scary and spooky. So yeah, but I'll have a link down below to Mr. Nightmare. Make sure and go check him out. He's got some great videos. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. Pray for me. Wow. It always starts out with that bonfire. Story one.
My name is Aiden. I live in rural Vermont with my parents and 2 brothers. One weekend, when my parents were gone, my grandma had us take a little trip over to her house for the weekend. She has money, so she lives on a nice big private property, and she has things for us to do there. It was the closest thing to a vacation that we'd get all summer. I'm the oldest, and I was 15 at the time, so I guess my parents still didn't fully trust us to be left home alone at that time.
No.
Me and my younger brother were playing basketball out front until the sun was just starting to set. After that, we went inside and ate dinner. My grandma later called me down from my room because we left the door to the Morton building open. That confused me because we didn't even go into the Morton building. I went downstairs to the dining room window where I could see that the door was in fact open. It was dark out there now, but the light above the door was on and made it easy to see the opening. I called up to my 2 brothers, who both claimed they didn't open it. I expressed concern to my grandma, suggesting maybe somebody had broken in. She overreacted, as she does with everything.
I wouldn't go out there, hell no.
I went to the front door and looked out the glass up top, and literally screamed, "Holy shit." My grandma yelled, "What's wrong?" and started freaking out. I told her I saw a man just standing at the bottom step of the front porch. She came over to look for herself, and then started yelling to call the cops. I told her I'm gonna go outside and confront him, but she literally would not let me.
No.
She would cry and beg me not to open the door, and even tugged at my arm each time I tried to grab the doorknob. I finally agreed to call the cops instead and waited out. My grandma got on the phone, almost crying to the operator, kind of overreacting by stating that somebody is gonna break into our house.
Oh, no, God.
I sat in the dining room looking out the window, watching the man. My grandma wouldn't allow my 2 younger brothers to even come downstairs.
Who the hell
The
would just be
blackness of the man's
creeping on
figure
your
standing
porch?
out there was the only thing darker than the surrounding ambience. Finally, the man turned and walked past the window I was sitting by, seemingly circling to the back of the house. We tried to follow through the house, watching him through every window possible, until we lost him completely. We were in the den of the house, looking through the back window, but he was nowhere in sight. We had nothing to tell the police when they arrived, other than someone was standing at our front porch. They apparently had been in our Morton building, and they walked around back near the trees and disappeared.
Oh, gosh.
Nothing unusual was found in the Morton building, and they couldn't find the man anywhere on the property. They told us to call them back if we see them again, because realistically, there was nothing they could do. My grandma insisted
Nothing
we
they
stay
could
upstairs,
do?
and she would sleep down there for the night. Me and my brothers were playing on the GameCube that we brought along upstairs at around 10 o'clock, when we heard my grandmother's heart-chilling scream coming from downstairs. We all panicked and sprinted all the way down to the den, where we saw our grandma pointing into the pitch-black office. She said there was someone in there. I closed the door and told my brothers to help me lean up against it while Grandma once again called the cops.
Oh my.
The cops arrived, and to our surprise, found the man laying on our grandma's office couch. He was very open about his intentions, spending the night in the warmth of the house. There were 2 windows that you couldn't exit from in that office, meaning the door we were blocking was the only exit. He admitted he simply entered the house through the den window, which was not locked. My grandma is 92 now. She's always been a skittish, worrisome little thing, but this event only made her that much more paranoid with just about everything.
So the guy broke in pretty much just to sleep in a warm room?
I was vacationing in the Bahamas when I was 14 with some family friends. My friend and I were getting some henna tattoos at the hotel, and there was this guy lingering around us. But we didn't think much of it because a lot of people would stop to see what was going on. After mine was done, I told my friend and her mom I was going to go back to the room to get ready for dinner. There were 2 ways to the other side of the hotel, either inside through a bunch of small stores or outside along the pool.
I wish I could go to the
I walked
Bahamas.
through the inside and got to the elevator, where I saw the guy who had been watching us already at the elevator. We got on together, and he gestured for me to choose my floor button first. I clicked it, but he didn't choose another floor. Alarms start going off in my head. But what could I do? I was stuck in an elevator.
What?
The elevator stopped on my floor, and I started walking to my room. In this hotel, most of the rooms faced the ocean, so to the right in this hallway were just windows. I was in the very last room on that floor, and I could see the guy following me about 10 feet behind.
I feel like something's watching
About
me.
2 doors from my room, he ran up and grabbed me. I kicked and screamed, and he dropped onto the floor. I ran to the room and locked myself in. After talking with security and giving a description, they found the guy and found out that he had actually been following multiple younger women in the building.
Yo. Fucking stalker?
It was a few weeks ago. I took a trip with my wife Allison to a top of the mountains resort a few hours from our house.
That looks like a
Out of
creepy
respect
house.
for the family-run resort, I won't be mentioning the name. It was a couples weekend, so the itinerary would be heavily catered to adults rather than its usual family orientation. The resort had a very old-fashioned, country-ish feel to it. Everything was built from wood. Our room was huge. It was actually 2 rooms combined to 1, with the door that usually separates the 2 having been left open. The first night was actually a singles mingle night in the basement club just below the dining hall,
Singles
even though it was
mingle.
meant to be a couples weekend. So we just played some late-night shuffleboarding, conversed with a few other young couples, and drank at the bar for a bit while listening to an amateur musician playing guitar up on the stage. When we got back to our room at around 12:30, there was a rather disgusting smell. A new smell that wasn't there earlier. It smelled kind of skunky. Allison kind of playfully smacked my chest and accused me of smoking pot. However, I assured her I haven't even done so since I was in college.
What if someone put like a dead body in their
Allison
room?
went to the front desk in the main building and requested a different room.
God.
They denied the request as most of the rooms were booked, but they did send someone up to our room who agreed it smelled funky in there. The smell was mostly coming from the attached extra room that we weren't sleeping in.
Oh shit! It's a
He offered
body.
us
It's a
a partial
body.
discount to our bill for the inconvenience and sprayed some Febreze from the closet around the room.
That's gonna
We
help.
took his suggestion to keep the door separating the 2 rooms closed, as a skunk might have gotten into the other room.
A skunk.
We went to sleep shortly after, or at least tried to, as a few minutes after turning out the lights, me and Allison both heard a consistent thud-like sound every few seconds coming from the left of the bed in an adjacent room.
Oh no. Oh God. I should not be watching this shit at almost midnight.
We tried to ignore it and just wait it out, hoping it would stop, but it just became too annoying. I was sure it was some kind of rodent making the noise in the next room over, I took a broom as a weapon and went into the
It
connected
shouldn't
room.
be consistent, though, if it's an animal.
I checked in the closet and under the bed. Nothing. The sound had stopped as well. I was heading back to our main room when I noticed something in the corner. I didn't turn my head fully in fear of what I knew I was going to see.
Oh, what the
But
hell?
through my peripheral vision, I saw a very tall, black figure-type object in the corner of the room.
Is it
After
human?
locking the door connecting the two rooms, we once again phoned the front desk, and they immediately sent the owner of the resort up with a gun. The door to the hallway on the other side of the room was open, meaning the thing I saw in the corner was a person, and they made a break for it as soon as I left the room.
What the hell?
The owner actually told us that we were smart to call, as there had actually been some creeps coming to the resort, stealing food from the cafeteria, and sneaking into people's rooms at night.
That's fucking creepy. Oh, man. Well, alright, guys. That was Mr. Nightmare's new video. Oh, shit. I knew I shouldn't have watched this at night. I was going to go to bed after this because it's almost midnight, but I don't know about that now. Gosh. These videos are always so creepy. That first one, though, where it said, that kid, his grandma told him to go outside and shut the garage door or something like that. And then they saw like a black figure or some guy standing on their porch. And then the police finally came and the guy admitted that he just wanted to sleep on the soft couch and he wanted to sleep in the warmth. It's like, seriously, dude, if you're homeless or something, that doesn't mean you just go break into someone's house to sleep in their bed. Gosh. That Bahamas one too, where the guy was following different girls and they finally caught him, and that he followed that girl in the elevator. Like, man. I think that last one though is the creepiest, where they were hearing like thudding and stuff, and then the guy went out into the other room and saw a black figure. I'd be like, hell no. Oh man. But like I said, guys, I'll have a link to the original video down below. Make sure and go check out Mr. Nightmare. You know, show the guy some support and love. But, you know, if you guys like this video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to. You know, it really helps me out. And if you have a certain video you want me to react to, just comment down below and maybe I'll check it out and give you a shout out. But yeah, guys, until next time, peace.